On a Zoom with me, in my house in Brackpan is Lungi Naidoo. I never thought that I would see you in the pan, girl. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here.
I'm so glad to be in the pan. I've always wanted to be in the pan.
Okay, so new EP, new single, lots happening. But I mean, okay, I've got to ask you. You took a break. You took a break during the global pandemic of lockdown. Were you drinking too much wine and baking banana bread like the rest of us, or were you working? Like, what were you doing?
Definitely wine. Look,
Okay.
I'm in Cape Town and I feel like I'm in heaven because I love good wine. But outside of drinking wine, I took a break because for the first time, I think I realized that I've been hustling for so many years and I've been trying to keep my head above water for so long that I seriously didn't stop for love. I didn't stop for family. I didn't stop for anything. It was just always about music, paying rent, making sure there's money for my daughter's school fees. So last year when the pandemic happened, I think I got some of the good part of it because I got to really be stuck. And when you're stuck and you can't move, you have to face life. And I think the biggest gift that I got from the pandemic is sit down and just assess who you are and also allow yourself to fall in love and be present with your family and with your friends.
You know, it is so incredibly crazy that you say this to me today. So I have also only hustled, right? Marriage suffered, relationships suffered, friendships gone. Like I could never get them back. And it's me. I'm the problem. You know, the TikToks where is it me? I am the problem.
You're
And
right.
I recently have decided to take some time off and take a break and take a pause. And for the last 3 days, it's all I've been thinking about. And I've been going, is this a good idea? Should I be doing this? What if when I come back, there's nothing? What if like I'm going to lose the momentum? What if? And you've just affirmed and validated that this is the right thing to do. And this is God in the universe going, yes, Danny, look, you can, and you can come back. And I feel
You're
like
giving me goosebumps. You're literally giving me goosebumps because you don't know how much you need it until you take it. You
yeah.
really, really don't know how much you need it. I'm so happy you're doing that for yourself.
But it's scary, Lungi. Like you've just come out of it. And clearly, like obviously, when you're in it, you don't think you're going to come out with an EP that's going to do so well. And you don't think you're going to come out with even I'm already thinking of backup plans. Like, what am I going to do if I can't get back
Oh
in?
my God, are you Aries? What is your star sign? Like you, oh my God. Like the Arians have backup plans to their backup plans. The thing that's beautiful about this year and a half that I've taken is my entire life I've been obsessed about my weight and looking sexy and looking hot and making sure the music is. And for the first time, I've gained weight. And for some reason, it didn't matter. I didn't care. And for the first time, I'm eating whatever I want and it's okay. I don't care. It's like the whole world looks different because I think more than anything, reality set in that looking pretty and thin and having your music out there is not as important as being healthy. And also the world is slowly dying. Like what's important right now? What is really important? And I'm so happy that whole mind shift took place on its own and my focus entirely now. And I think that's why even the EP has been affected so well because my mind and my spirit were in for the first time in a quiet place.
Wow. Dude, you are okay. Firstly, you are glowing. Like, I've got to tell you, you look happy and healthy. So eat that food, eat all the food.
Girl.
Like, live. You know what? That movie with Julia Roberts, where she goes to Italy and she eats for 3 months. I think that movie taught me a lot about life. And it's the little things. It's like I was in Cape Town last weekend and I ate sisters 3 times a day the whole weekend. Like legit. And even when I was leaving, the people that we were staying with, it was such a joke that they put them in my bag to bring home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I'm with you. We must eat the nice things. We must eat all of the things. But like, what has that done for your creativity to take that pressure off of you? Because surely as a recording artist, right, there's so much pressure on you to look a certain way on stage, in videos, on camera, whatever. Surely that pressure and that like your mind palace is only so big, right? So that's surely taking a chunk away from it, thinking, God, holding my stomach while I'm singing, can't breathe too hard because of this, can't look this way because of this. Like, surely now that you're more like okay with your body and yourself, there's more creativity, more space.
Oh my goodness. I think you're right. The one thing that happened is my focus was not on how I look. My focus was on what I want to say. My focus was on how do I want to make people feel. How do I feel right now? My focus was not on, oh my God, okay, the photo shoot has got to be like, I gotta, no. Yes, my entire, I did have an aha moment because when it was time to shoot do my photo shoot, a little bit of that insecurities creeped in where it's like, okay, the industry at the end of the day is a competition. It is a playing field. Everybody's got to look good. But again, it's like, I think getting older as well has helped me actually realize that my life is more than just how I look. My life is so much more. What message am I trying to put out there? So it really did help with the EP. Just my mind was in the right place.
Okay, so talk to me about the EP. It's called Courage. And we are currently playing one of the first singles from it. I think it's the second single, actually, or maybe the first. I don't know how you released them, but talk to me about Courage, because also if I look at the imagery and the aesthetic of the album, right, it just screams strength to me. It screams rebirth. It screams like women power, like all of these incredibly strong words. I'm getting goosebumps. Tell me about the thought process around Courage and how this EP came together.
Courage is about my story in the music industry and being in the industry for 20 years and not having that I've made it moment, like that every artist yearns for, the awards, or the moment when, I've arrived and my music has been received in everywhere. And I've been chasing that my entire career, just that moment of recognition, I think. And what happened was, in that hunger to be recognized, I lost myself. And in that hunger of achieving so much, I lost my soul, my spirit. I just became somebody that I'm not, somebody that my parents did not raise me to become that desperate in the industry. So I took some time after I was signed to a major record label, and things went so bad that a part of me broke, a big part of me broke. And when the artist actually broke, and when the artist broke in me, it started affecting the person. It started affecting Elise's mom. It started affecting me as the human being behind the microphone. And that's when I was like, okay, if I don't save myself, I'm going to lose myself, because I'm already getting lost within the industry. I went home. I was already being evicted. Like everything wrong was happening in my life.
Wow.
I was working, but not making the money. I was everywhere, but broke. I was performing one of the biggest DJs in the country, but my music was not going anywhere. So I decided to go home, and I decided to literally start from zero. And if I felt that music was not for me, I was not going to come back. I went to the house that I was born. I was born in a compound where we were separated by our race. And here I am, half Indian and half Zulu. So there was like this whole thing with my parents. I went back to the house. I remember having a breakdown when I walked into the house where I was born, and just thinking about this one little room that my mom lived in and gave birth to me alone in that literally one room. She lived in this one room, and all you could fit in there was a bed and a little cupboard. And I just had a moment of, this is where I started singing. This is the little compound where I sang because I loved it, not because I wanted to be somebody or I wanted people to recognize me. I just wanted to make people feel good. And I wanted to sing because I saw how it affected people. And that was my saving grace. That was my saving grace. And when I came back, I released a single on my own titled How Elami. And the response that I got from that made me go into a space of, what is my purpose as an artist? Just as an artist, what is my purpose? What kind of message and who do I need to reach with this music? So if I die, would I have changed anybody's life when they heard my music? Would anybody would have felt good? Or what am I doing with this talent that God has given me? And that was, I feel, the birth of me. When COVID hit, I took a minute to really fall in love with myself, and that was the birth of Courage. And I titled it Courage because it took so much of courage. I had to really look back and remember why. So it took a lot of courage to even put this music, because I was scared that Rage is not going to play it. I was scared that all the love that I didn't get in the past, I was not going to get again. I was scared that people are going to say, "Oh my God, you're too old. Why are you still trying?" I was scared of
all of the things. It's all the things. Oh my gosh.
Everything. So when I finished the EP, I was like, this has taken so much of courage to do it. And they were like, "Oh my God, that's the title of the EP." So that's why.
Okay, so obviously, very clearly, I can see it in your energy. I can feel it in you. This EP was a different recording process from the rest. This feels lighter. It feels happy. It feels like you. Am I right?
And I think that's why it's being received so well, because it's not forced. It's not forced. And I think when you do, people feel your spirit more than anything else. So I think that's what's happening with Courage.
Isn't
and
it
I'm happy.
So, it's so funny how we all look up to people, and there's nothing wrong with it, right? People will look up to you, people will look up to, but we all want to be, or wanted to be, the Bonang, right? We all wanted to be the Kim Kardashian. We all wanted to be that person. And none of us were being authentically ourselves. And I think especially like in the millennials age group, we're all kind of having to go back and go, wait, but who am I actually? What do I want? What is authentically me? And as soon as we're doing that, people are picking up on that, and then people are soaring. It's the most incredible thing. Yeah.
It's an awakening. It really is an awakening. And I hope that if there's any young woman who's listening right now, who's trying to be, while you are busy trying to be somebody else, nobody's being you. So, and I think that's the most powerful thing, that God did not create you to be somebody else. That's why you were born alone. For you, there's a purpose for you. You have to take up that space and be you, because somebody needs you. Somebody needs to hear what you have to say, or what you're singing about, or whatever it is, whatever you're on radio. So many women listen to you, and men even. And you might say something that is so profound, and you won't even know that it's profound, but because you are taking up the space and you're doing what you were born to do, and not trying to be somebody else. And I think the world needs more of that.
100%. It must have changed your relationship with your daughter, with your family. Like, I can only, from watching you over the last couple of years, like, you are a different person. Like, it's a beautiful transition. But for someone listening, right, who maybe isn't particularly in this industry, who's in an industry and they're grinding every day. And I think a lot of people after the pandemic have realized that my company will replace me like this, and I'm irreplaceable. I'm just a number. And this isn't what I want to do. But I'm 35 and I have a daughter, and I am the breadwinner. What is that first step to changing your life?
Oh my goodness. For me, my first step, I had my daughter when I was 17. So I've been a parent my entire life.
Wow.
The first step is I stopped doing things for myself immediately in the beginning, and I started doing things for her. And I think that was the biggest mistake, firstly, that I made, because I started living for her instead of living for me so that she could live. So if you're a mom and you're listening right now, and things are just falling apart left, right, and center, the first step is look in the mirror, remember who you were, and just breathe. Just breathe. You got it. And if you wake up every morning and you open your eyes and you're still alive, that's the blessing. That is the actual blessing. So don't be too hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up for silly things. And if you are about to lose your job or whatever, it just means your time is up where you are, and where you're supposed to be is about to happen. So sometimes you need to just let it go and go with the flow. This might be the worst advice, but that's what I had to do to get into the space that I needed to be for me to grow as a woman.
Lungi, I've absolutely loved speaking to you. Right. Courage is out. Feel Good About You and Zania are all out. You can get them everywhere on all the streaming platforms. But where can we follow you to remind ourselves that this glow is what we want?
You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook, all three at Lungi Naidoo.
And we can find all of the gigs, all of the things, everything will be there.
Everything. And follow me on my YouTube channel as well. It's at Lungi Naidoo.
Stunning. Lungi, thank you so much for your time. I've loved speaking to you. And when you're in Joburg, when I'm in Cape Town, I'm buying the kusisir, and we're going to have coffee and we're going to...
And I'm bringing the wine. You buy the cooks. I'm bringing the wine.
Who needs coffee? No one needs coffee.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Done. Because I need more of this energy in my life. I definitely need it. And I'll let you know.
I got you.
I'll let you know how it goes when I come back.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Jacaranda FM.